Today, Wendell and my son Paul are headed off to an electric car meetup. So wait till you see all the things you can do with your car, and take it away, honey.
So my son and I, just because I love to take the Tesla out for a drive, went to the Southern California Tesla Owners Club event over the weekend and saw all the cool wraps and modifications that people do on their Teslas. There is so many Model 3s and Ys and Xs. There were 6 Cybertrucks there. The one we just saw parked in the visitors parking. And there was another bunch up ahead. There was a hot pink Y. But some of these wraps, and this is something I don't see in other autos, because I know wraps can be done anywhere, but I haven't really seen them anywhere else. Most cars don't do the kind of wraps that Teslas do. There's, like this one is a very cool galaxy thing with Sonic the Hedgehog on the seat covers. And there's multiple colors. There's the matte black. I love the matte black. It is so cool. And I have a picture that I might be able to insert that shows one that looks like a Tron vehicle on the splashed, paint spattered Model X. I showed that to my wife and she was like, oh, I could drive that. So could I. So that's really cool. The pink, hot pink with some of these had the air suspension put in, and the little compressor they put in the frunk, which is that front trunk. And a couple of them, the compressor was made to look like a battery, which is really cool. So the car is electric. It's got batteries. There's a Duracell and an Everready. But yeah, there's just the number of wraps. There's the micro Cybertruck, which is really funny. But so many neat kits, like the air dams and the wide body on that Model S, and the neon green with the Model 3. There's so many neat things that were going on at this show. It was a lot of fun. I kind of wish there was more interaction with the people who put the show on, but it was cool to see all the different modifications and things that were done to these Teslas. There's that mint green, kind of an orange rust, and then we're about to get into this close to the Cybertrucks, and then of course we got a nice Rivian here because it's an electric vehicle event. It's not so much just Teslas. That's a really pretty silver Model Y. And then there's a Rivian R1T, some more Teslas. Then we jump up to the Cybertrucks, and someone was kind of cool and they took out the liner so you could see all the hoses and things that are inside for cooling the batteries and circulation of the air and things of that nature. We just kind of need to see. We'll take a peek inside and see what the inside of the Cybertruck looks like. It's very futuristic looking, very minimalist. I dig it. When I first saw the Cybertruck, when it came out on stage, my wife and I looked at each other and we're like, okay, when's the real truck show up? So we're kind of really unsure of it, but now that we've seen it in person, it's kind of grown on me. I kind of like it. So it's very cool. I like the Cybertruck, and it just totally upends the entire pickup truck market. Yes, they're still a little pricey right now because right now they're doing just the top end version, and next year they'll do the more affordable versions that have maybe a little bit less range, and single or dual motor instead of the tri-motor. But then we have some interesting paint jobs on some of these 3s and Ys. in the matte gray. I love the matte gray on the Model 3 right next to it. And look, there's a little dog in the back. It's kind of looking at us. And what's cool about Teslas is you can put it into dog mode. And what dog mode does is it keeps the temperature at a nice low temperature for your dog. And on the screen, it'll show internal temperature. My owner will be right back. Don't panic. There's a dog in the car. It's not overheating. And this is really cool. This is something they started offering with referral points, is the Cyber Hammer. They took some of the metals that were used to make the Cybertruck and they made these hammers out of them. And if you had enough referral points, you could get yourself a Cyber Hammer. And then there's the green Cybertruck right next to the red one, which is really pretty. I like that green color, which is really nice. And Ford F-150 Lightning. So there's all kinds of EVs at these events, which is a lot of fun. Just to see all the different cool things that people do with their Teslas. Like I said, I know wraps are available for any kind of car, but I don't see the level of, or the amount of cars being wrapped other than Teslas, because I guess it's because there are just a few models. There's the 3, the Y, the S, and the X. And the Cybertruck now. So there's 5 models. So there's not that many models. So in order to differentiate your vehicle from all the other Teslas, because there's a lot of them out there now, putting a wrap on it is a relatively inexpensive way to make your vehicle stand out. And of course, they had some drinks and some food going on. They had a DJ over here on the right. This model 3 right here has got a nice air dam kit on it. And the Model 3 in the background has some lights around the wheels, which is real interesting. And of course, there's the one that's got a whole carbon fiber wrap on the hood. But yeah, my son and I had quite a good time at this event. And we really didn't meet anybody this time, but we got to walk around and look at all the cars. I'll throw a picture up, but there was actually a group of gas car enthusiasts that showed up that had anti-EV group on their back of their t-shirt. I got it wrong, but I'll show the picture. And they were just going around interviewing people, and they were kind of surprised at how welcoming that the EV crowd was. And like, we're not ballistic or about EVs. Sure, we like EVs. I prefer EVs. I think EVs are better for the environment. But if you like a gas car, fine. That's great. You go ahead and drive your gas car. That means nothing to me. Eventually, I believe all cars will be electric, and it'll be better for the environment. It'll be better for breathing, for people with health issues or asthmatics or whatnot. As the grid gets cleaner and cleaner, the driving these EVs gets cleaner and cleaner. So I know back on the East Coast there's still a lot of coal-fired plants that are running or that are being used to generate electricity. And yes, studies have even shown now that driving an EV on power from a coal plant is still better than driving a gas car. So, and as those get greener and greener and more solar and wind, hydro, even nuclear, as more as that power becomes prevalent, the less we'll have of coal and the cleaner our environment will be. Anyway, thank you much. Bye-bye.